Hello YouTube, welcome back to another game of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. We're going to be continuing on with our best of 5 series from the round of 16 right now from the WCS Championship. Yes, this tournament was held a bit of time ago, but I'm still casting it and I'm doing one game every single day just so you guys can catch up and see what happened in the tournament if you haven't seen it, or of course if you wish to learn some new strategies and such. So let's see, we've got ourselves Snute and MaSa, which we'll be jumping into very shortly. It's a Terran versus Zerg. And we are on Lerilak Crest. So on the bottom right hand side here we've got MaSa, who is on Team Elevate, and he is from Canada. I did not pronounce that correctly. His opponent's going to be Liquid Snute, who is from Team Liquid, as I just said, and he is from Norway. So Snute's somebody who's super popular. He actually does casting as well for tournaments as well, which is pretty damn awesome. Seems like a lot of the players actually do tend to participate in that quite often, and the reason for that, of course, is because they are so knowledgeable in the game. They are really good at analyzing and understanding how plays are pretty much planned and why actions are being taken as well. So it looks like Snute actually going in the correct direction with his Overlord. That's quite lucky here. Just about managing to go in the correct direction, so that's perfect. He has also gotten himself a hatchery first before a spawning pool, so obviously going for that economy first. Always wants to make sure that your economy is rolling when you're playing Zerg, because that is of course your biggest advantage. So at this point, both players gotta know exactly where their opponents are. Obviously Snute's seen this command center as well, and MaSa of course not gonna be blind to that big flying blobber over him. So an expansion after one barracks, and of course the one Reaper here as well. So that Reaper gonna move out pretty much immediately, gonna probably do a bit of scouting, see what his opponent is doing exactly, but it's very unlikely that he'll actually pick off anything, simply because of course, you know, one Reaper is not very dangerous. So let's follow the Reaper around. Let's see what he manages to pull off here. The music is adventurous, and this Reaper is doing just that. He's on an adventure, looking for information, seeking the treasures, maybe kill off a few units, get some experience, and potentially get one-shotted later by something else. Good control here from Snute, just to note that. Hasn't lost a single one of his Zerglings. Looks like there was a bit of a pause as well, so that's fortunate as per usual that we don't have to watch that. And this Reaper doing its own share of harassment and now going to be backing off, so that's quite fine. Now he's probably going to end up sacrificing a little bit later on just to do the final scouting. Oh no, he's going to get caught out here, so close. He's got himself 7 health, which would have I believe just taken one more hit to finish that off. Poor little Overlord actually getting supply blocked for just a moment there. So obviously predicting that Overlord was going to die. Did have an Overlord preparing. Looks like MaSa, by the way, going for the 1-1-1 build. So he's gotten himself the factory already. He's getting a siege tank out of it. And he is about to complete a starport. Now, presumably, this is going to be a medevac coming out of it. But then again, it could be a Liberator also. Is it going to be? Yeah, it's actually a medevac. So quite fine here. Now, he hasn't actually... Oh, this is actually nasty. Oh no, Snute just ran straight into the base. This did not go well at all for MaSa. I cannot believe that he just let all of those Zerglings get in there, and now losing a tank as well. This is an absolute disaster right now. These Zerglings are gonna go absolutely nuts on these SCVs, and honestly, I think this is not gonna end up well whatsoever for MaSa. Letting in this amount of Zerglings so early in the game when you already have a block is unfortunately not quite as good as he should be playing. So I believe that this game is going to be a GG here, with Snute taking game number 1 on Lerilak Crest. And no, I'm not calling it early. Look at the army supply, a little bit higher for Snute, and the worker supply is more than double. So just waiting for that GG to happen at this point. Unless of course Snute gives him a break now and lets him rebuild all the way back. But based on how successful that Ling engagement or this Ling run by was, he should be applying so much pressure right now, but as you can see, is indeed going for that economy right now. He's not focusing too much on continuous harassment, which unfortunately is a mistake. But look, hey, he was probably planning on just doing a bit of scouting with those Zerg, so he wasn't prepared to follow it up with anything significant like roaches or something. So it looks like Siege Tank just being a little bit annoying, picking off some of those creep tumors, and this queen is like, do not kill my babies. Siege Tank would take forever and a half to kill off a queen, because queens are super tanky, and of course they're not heavy units either, so they don't take the extra damage. So let's see what's on production. Looks like just another medevac, which could potentially be used for some drops. Where is that previous sorry, that medevac was actually controlling the Siege Tank. I forgot about that. Here we go. We got the Zerglings running in again. Honestly, if he lets he actually might have no choice but to let them in, unless of course they get picked off here, which would be kind of acceptable, I suppose. But I think that those Zerglings could have actually ran straight into the base as well, simply because there's no block at the moment, but obviously they didn't know that, so that would make sense. Now this queen is so out of position right now. It's quite unfortunate getting that picked off for free. And now 2 Siege Tank harassment. Let's see what he's going to pull off with that. Oh no, look at the amount of roaches here. So now Snute taking his economic advantage with 52 army supply versus 2. This is going to be very difficult to defend off once it does move out. But of course, looks like he's just putting down the rocks. Probably going to expand here and wants to have a little bit quicker access to his opponent's base. Level 1 ranged and carapace about to complete as well. That's going to be a nice boost for him at that point. And here come the roaches. As a side note, I just saying here come the roaches reminds me of Lex Luthor from Batman versus Superman, the movie, which was only released a few days ago. I watched the movie. It was terrible. Don't go see it, it's terrible. Wait for it to become available on DVD or download it, whatever you wish. But anyways, back on topic, Snute taking game number 1. We did see that this was going to happen quite a long time ago, so no surprises there whatsoever. Hope you've enjoyed this game. Of course, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and of course subscribe if you want to see more of my channel, and I will see you guys in game number 2. Take care.